On this edition of Lexington Now, a new development in the Distillery District, prepping streets and roads for winter, and a new mural. I'm Neil Noah and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of December 13th, 2021. The revitalization of the Distillery District got another boost this past week with the official groundbreaking of a major new project.
It was with gratitude and deep appreciation that we welcome you to today's more or less unofficial groundbreaking for the Manchester Hotel. It was important for us that you be able to see us some semblance of what's to come here. And as you can see behind us, we've been moving quickly. Thank you for your presence, and without your constant encouragement, support, and financial commitment, this day would have never happened. Hank and I are humbled and grateful for the confidence that you have placed in us. I can assure you that each day we, our architects, EOP, contractors, Wells & Wells, are laser focused in delivering a finished product that will be worthy of your trust and expectations. As many of you know, I spent many wonderful summers here growing up, and I was certain one day I would return. Mason, Prim, my brother, I'd have never been able to resettle my roots here in Lexington 2 years ago without you. After college, Hank and I spent 5 years working in New York, and it was that time over long weekends that we started talking about our first project together, and it was inevitable. It had to be Lexington.
The start of construction on the Manchester Hotel is truly a dream come true for the both of us, and there's no city we would rather be developing it in. We look forward to announcing much more about this hotel in the coming months, and details on its concept, programming, design. What I can, however, promise you today is that this will be a truly unique, locally rooted independent hotel of the highest caliber, and one that Nick and I feel strongly will help shepherd in a new era of tourism to the great city of Lexington. Thank you all so much.
As we've all seen this year, people value travel more than ever, and they are looking for one-of-a-kind experiences that allow them to be immersed in local culture. The Manchester Hotel will be a perfect spot for our visitors, and I'm pretty sure that our local community is going to love this place too.
Developing the area, I know, has been challenging. There have been a lot of hurdles to clear, and the great news is we're beginning to realize the potential here, and the Manchester Hotel is a big step forward. It won't be long before folks who stay in this hotel will be able to walk or bike over to a new destination park, Town Branch Commons Park. So they'll be able to continue east on Town Branch Commons Trail, past the new Central Bank Center, as Mary Quinn mentioned, Rupp Arena, over to downtown. You can go all the way out to the horse park if you want. And those who leave the hotel and head west can experience the working distillery that we have and can travel out onto the beautiful bluegrass beyond on Town Branch Trail.
What I will tell you is that the stars are aligning for Lexington, for the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, our industry, because not only do you have projects and investments like this going on, but we know that the reduction in the federal excise tax and the Aged Distilled Spirits Competitiveness Act that went into effect a few years ago are spurring even more investment in the distilleries and in the whiskey business. And through all the potential tax changes, I'm confident through our advocacy, bipartisan advocacy, we're going to keep those tax changes in place to continue to spur investment in bourbon tourism and the bourbon industry. Also, the stars are aligning because just recently we had great news coming out of Europe, and the tariffs that were a real impediment to the growth of our signature industry are now totally removed, and we have access to foreign markets in ways we did not before.
As we enter the cold weather months, Streets and Roads puts the final touches on the city's plan for snow and ice removal. Rob Allen tells us about what the city does to prepare.
So we maintain about 1,200 lane miles of road inside Fayette County. The state obviously does roads like New Circle and the interstates, but we prioritize those roads by amount of traffic and the facilities located there. For example, Nicholasville Road with 2 big hospitals, the university, thousands upon thousands of cars a day is a rank 1. A neighborhood collector, for example, on Main Road would be through a neighborhood, but maybe only gets 1,000 cars a day. That would be a rank 4. And so we progress through our rankings, treating for snow and ice, and then we get into the neighborhoods and really try to take care of folks. We also have different service levels. Once we get 4 inches of snow, that kicks into a different service level where we actually treat more roads. We may or may not employ contractors to help us at that time. Then if we get over 8 inches of snow, it's all hands on deck. We're having to do things like clear handicap ramps and parking spaces, access to dumpsters for hospitals, schools, and restaurants and things like that. So it's a pretty well thought and extensive document. Folks can go to the city's website, lexingtonky.gov. You can type in snow plan on the search and it'll talk about that. It'll also talk about snow routes. You'll see the priority roads, all kinds of fun stuff. We add a sugar beet derivative to our salt as we're spreading it. What that does is it wets the salt grain and helps it stick to the road better. So we use less salt, which is then more environmentally friendly, and of course using less salt is a cost savings. But what that does, that wet material applied at the spinner when we're dispensing salt keeps it from scattering so much and bouncing off the road. So we found that as a benefit. It's much better for the environment rather than, harsh synthetic chemicals. A lot of times folks ask us about salt brine, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's salt dissolved in water, but we apply it as a pre-treatment whenever we can. It lasts for up to 3 days on the road. And what it does is it keeps snow and ice from bonding to the pavement and forming that lock. That's the whole goal, was to keep that from happening. And it's very inexpensive, costs us less than 5 cents a gallon to make and put out. And folks will see a squiggly white line on the road. We use it, the state uses it. Ours a lot of times will be tinged pink or have a purplish hue, and that's because we're adding the sugar beet derivative to the salt brine. That allows the chemical to work at a little lower temperature and be a little speedier, a little more effective. And once again, it's sustainable, ecologically friendly. And whenever we can, we like to do it. Unfortunately, in Kentucky, our weather is so variable and usually starts out as rain, transitions over to freezing rain, and washes the product off. So we use it when we can, and otherwise we just do the best we can. And the big thing is folks need to understand it takes time for salt to work. It's not instantaneous, and we have to treat in a priority system. So while it's still snowing, we're still treating those main roads, and after it stops, then we work through our priorities and get to those neighborhood roads. So patience in driving or with our drivers is a priority.
A new mural was unveiled at the Health Department. We'll tell you about it after the break. Welcome back to Lexington Now. Newtown Pike has a new piece of public art adorning a prominent location along the corridor. We were there for the announcement.
This has been over 2 years in the making. We started, I remember very clearly sitting in Dr. Humbaugh's office on one day in early 2019 when the idea of a mural, of updating the mural, was something he presented. We had no idea what this would entail. So fortunately, LexArts came together to work with us. And one of the things you'll hear from other people talking today is how this is a true community partnership to make this happen. And many of whom are here today, thankfully, to celebrate with us. Dr. Humbaugh is retiring from us and from his career in public health at the end of this year. And we wanted this mural to not only be a way to represent public health, but also to show a little bit of our appreciation to him. And so we asked Jeremy to do something subtle, a little nice nod to Dr. Humbaugh. So Dr. Humbaugh, it's already on there. You can't take it off. But we have a heart with Humbaugh on there.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Jeremy. That's wonderful. What a marvelous opportunity we have here today to celebrate, to take a little time out of the events of COVID and celebrate our community's commitment to being well and our health department's resolve to helping Lexington be well. Wellness is not just about physical health, but also about spiritual and mental health as well. And as Kevin said, we've been dreaming for a while about how we could replace the old mural with a new design that would more fully embody our values as a health department and our mission for the future here in Lexington. And I think that this design does just that, so we really appreciate that. I think I'll just point out, if you notice, that it actually includes all of our values, which the first letter of each spells out the word CARES: caring, accountability, respect, equity, and service. And I think that's a really nice part about this particular design. So thank you very much for that.
So today we combine three things that I love: healthcare, arts, and the community. Three things that many of us love. And it's so exciting to be here to help officially unveil this beautiful mural.
It was really important for me to kind of display how active Lexington is. And during that period of time, obviously, the pandemic had just hit. So this was already designed. Like, this was my representation of Lexington, like driving around and just seeing how active the community is. And then right when we were about to put it up, COVID hit. And I think now it's more important to kind of see and remember and like just see how active everyone is and everybody just taking their part in the community and going to the parks and just getting together and helping each other. And it's also really important to me to just kind of show all the stuff that the health department does for everybody, because some people think it's just, health inspections and things like that, but there's tons of other stuff that they do. And putting the CARES in there, I think, was a huge deal to me, to just kind of show everybody everything that the health department does.
Every year, Partners for Youth joins Toyota in awarding several scholarships to deserving high school seniors who are preparing for the next steps in their education. Here are the 2021 recipients.
My name is Sofia Agbekbenu.
My name is Alan Braceno. My name is Gael Alejandro Diaz Villegas.
My name is Adriana Foltz.
My name is Jasmine Gaona.
My name is Karen Jordan.
My name is Cesar Mejia.
My name is Ire Jasmine Ramirez.
Lafayette High School International Tutoring Club nominated me for the scholarship.
I was nominated by the LLCEC program.
The program that nominated me was LLCEC.
Nurse Squad is the program that nominated me for the scholarship.
The program that nominated me was the LLCEC.
The LLCEC program nominated me.
The program that nominated me is ITC.
The program that nominated me was the LLEC program.
My favorite memory of this program was last year during quarantine. It was October, and we organized our game nights, but since we couldn't meet in person, it was online, and we got to pick different games to get to know each other better, and we had pizza and a bunch of drinks, and we just stayed on Zoom and ate, and we also had a costume party, and we played Mafia, which is actually my first time playing it, and for the same for a lot of people, and it was really fun because I got to get to know everyone better.
My favorite memory of the program was getting to meet new friends and the whole college experience. My favorite memory of the program was the games that we did there and what they teach us about the culture.
My favorite memory is spending the time with the girls and going around the community and meeting new people.
My favorite memory of the program was all the crafts and all the friends I've made.
My favorite memory from the program is definitely getting the opportunity to meet so many people that encourage me to be successful and encourage me to pursue a career that I will actually enjoy.
My favorite memory is that I helped to my classmates to adapt to the system because most of them are from another country.
My favorite thing was when I went to the EKU camp for a week.
With this scholarship, I intend on going to university and majoring in electrical engineering and then furthering my education by going to a physician's assistant school.
I plan to attend Georgetown College and major in physical therapy. With the Toyota Youth Scholarship, I am planning to attend to VCTC and get the computer science degree.
With a scholarship, I plan to attend EKU and major in criminal justice.
With the scholarship, I'm hoping it will help me cover all my college needs.
I plan to go to a 4-year university and major in marketing.
I plan to study business.
I plan to get an Associate of Applied Science degree in radiography.
Congratulations again to all these hardworking young men and women. There are a few live meetings to tell you about as 2021 winds down. Remember, for the most accurate and up-to-date information on all city business, check out our website at lexingtonky.gov. Now, here's a look at this week's meeting coverage. And as always, we continue to keep you up to date on how the city is handling the pandemic via our official COVID-19 response site, including testing, vaccination, and booster sites. Simply click on the banner at the top of our home page. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. And be sure to tune in next week as we bring you part 1 of our annual Year in Review. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.